healthy is your spine? You know, that one part of our body that's crucial and it controls many aspects of our health. Well, October is Spine Health Awareness Month, and we continue that discussion with Dr. Miller of Total Health Chiropractic. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Great to be back.
And
Thanks.
we don't think about that. How healthy is my spine? I don't know, but why is spine health so important?
Well, Leanne, we do talk about how the spine, you know, when it's not working well, it can cause a lot of pain. But the other thing many people don't realize is that our spine and nervous system is the master control of our whole body, and it controls the health and function, and it allows our body to work properly and to be healthy. So when people have more than just aches or pains, but different, you know, it could be disease processes or just things in their body that aren't working quite right. Many times it's due to spinal conditions that are impinging that nerve, and the message from the brain just isn't getting there, telling things how to work properly.
Now, I say the word spinal decay, and I instantly picture like a cavity in a tooth.
Exactly.
But can you kind of explain that? Is it similar to something
very,
like
very
that?
similar. Many people also don't realize that our spines do rot and decay over a lifetime, and this is due to stress in our lives and neglect. It's not necessarily due to just old age. So I think comparing to our teeth and cavities is very similar. Really, and these processes can begin, and you may not even feel pain from that, much like a cavity begins in your teeth and you don't feel the pain. But as it progresses, it starts to impinge on these nerves and cause pain. It affects the health of our bodies. And, you know, as just like a cavity, it progresses without symptoms. But as you get towards the end there and you start having pain, you know, it's pretty tough to work on and correct. So that's why we urge your viewers and patients to get their spines checked before it becomes painful and before they have health issues, so that they don't have to go through that. And, you know, it's just a lot easier to work with when you start where it's over near this end instead of waiting till it's towards the end there.
Does family history come into play at all with something like this?
Well, there can be a little bit of genetics to play,
Yeah.
but the stresses that mainly cause this aren't just physical stress, but it can be chemical stresses and especially emotional stresses. And if you don't get your spine checked and do proper things to keep it healthy, you start getting these degenerative issues. And many of those are things like degenerative disc disease, where those pads thin down and wear out. You can get bulging or herniated discs, sometimes even arthritis like you see here. And again, it does more than just cause pain. It affects how our body functions and overall affects our health in a negative way.
And how would you explain to somebody the difference between pain management versus pain treatment?
Well, when a lot of people are struggling with this, most of the common options out there are just to manage the pain. You know, it's take a medication or a drug that will last a few hours and give them short-term relief. Sometimes it could even be injections at the pain clinics or even neck or back surgery. And they're not, in most cases, actually fixing or correcting these conditions. They're just masking the pain. And so that's just sort of managing the pain. What we really work on in our office, Leanne, is correcting the cause of the pain and the ill health, getting the spine healthier again. So we're not just managing, we're actually correcting the cause of that.
And that's where the DRX 9000C comes into play, right? With your treatment.
Sure. Well, we do a lot of different treatment options in our office that are non-invasive and natural. We do chiropractic adjustments, and that doesn't always have to be snapping and cracking. We have some very gentle techniques. We have massage therapy. We have great rehab, especially using Spine Force, and we have E-stim, nutritional counseling. And then, as you mentioned, our DRX 9000 is our program for spinal decompression to help a lot of these patients that are in bad shape with the degeneration of their spine. It literally regenerates those discs and again gets their spine much healthier, gets their discs healthier, so that they can live a normal life once again.
And what was that he's on right there?
So this is called Spine Force, and it's 3D rehab, which is very effective because it's working all different planes at the same time. And it's the only machine in the world that works all 180 deep core spinal muscles. But it's great for people that have lack of balance, bad posture, bad coordination. Maybe they can't stand for any length of time. Maybe there's concerns of tripping or falling or losing balance. But in about 30 minutes, and it's not impactful, so there's no impact, but it stretches and strengthens the entire body in about 30 minutes. And it's actually kind of a fun way to exercise, especially for people that don't like to exercise.
And it's got to be so neat for you to see the results after a few times of these people coming in and just hearing their stories about, I did this today. Things we take for granted, bending down and picking up a piece of paper or something like that, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, many of them thought that they were at the end of their road. There were no other options because they did everything their doctor asked and they weren't getting better. and they may have seen me on TV and called our office, and they were a great candidate for our treatments, and we work together with our patients to get these problems fixed and get their lives back.
Well, you do have a wonderful special for our Fox 17 Morning Mix viewers if you'd like to go ahead and talk about that.
Sure. So there's really no reason to keep suffering, and even if you're not, you just need to get checked. Call our office today, and for $60 we'll do a consultation, a thorough examination, and also 2 x-rays so we can show them what condition their spine is in, if there's any concerns with this degeneration or spinal decay, and if they are having symptoms, we'll talk about solutions and ways to get that fixed.
Fantastic. They are there waiting for your call. If it's busy, just keep on calling. 616-828-0861. Call now. Take advantage of this new patient special. Thanks so much for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely.